All right, live from my basement and other people's, actually not basements, because I think that's what probably first
I'm in a
floor,
basement too.
basement
Third
because
floor.
you live
Third
in a basement. Third floor. Wow, Eugene.
Bungalow.
Eugene bungalow. Jordan has something to say.
Are we
Jordan,
scrapping this one too?
that's one of the people in this
No,
podcast.
push through.
Welcome to this
No,
podcast.
no,
It's
there we
episode
go.
16. My name's Steven.
I'm Eugene.
I'm Jordan.
Who has
And
something to
I'm
say?
Yeah, probably not Candace.
I'm Candace.
Introduce yourself.
Candace,
I'm just getting like attacked from all
Eugene.
sides. First the cats, and now you guys.
We already
Look.
scrapped one intro, so this is what we
Look.
get.
It's an intro to Electric Boogaloo.
If we hadn't scrapped that intro, we would have seen me get assaulted by my cat.
That's true.
Hey,
Sag.
two peanuts walking down the sidewalk.
It's just like, what?
One was assaulted.
Oh my god.
You've said this joke like a million times.
I know.
A million people.
Yeah, but not to everyone who listens on the
It's our
podcast.
Christmas episode. Woo!
Yay,
You
Christmas!
introduced it very well. Let's go.
I mean, to be fair, this podcast is going to be as Christmassy as the episode of Laid Back Camp that we watched.
Yeah, that was.
Okay,
To be fair,
so
they
we're
had
gonna pull in
Santa
a little
suits
bit
at
of
least.
Christmas at the
In
end.
the
Is
last
that
like
what you're
3
saying?
minutes. Yes, a little bit of Christmas at the end and released on St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
Yeah, so if today we watch some Christmas or Christmasu related episodes.
Santa-san.
Santa-san.
I forgot about that.
Santa-san's gonna bring you a present.
I can't wait.
We watched
Like a
3
sword art
Christmas
kind of present?
episodes. We watched episode 7, season 1 of K-On! And we watched episode 3 of Sword Art Online, and then episode 11 of season 1 of Laid Back Camp, which we've actually watched an episode of earlier in the, I don't know, was that probably episode 11 or something we watched Laid Back Camp?
I don't even
Yes.
know. 'Cause I just clued in at the
Before
end.
that, I think.
11? Way before
It was
11.
before that. Yeah.
Time
like
doesn't
how-
exist.
You said the season numbers for the other two, but there's also words. There's also several Sword Art Online.
There's like 4
seasons.
seasons from Sword Art now.
You know,
You just if you know, you know. But
you
the
just
other
have to
one,
guess.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, so to
Mhm.
start off, that's a good one.
It's a
Bro.
Christmas miracle.
You know, it's a miracle I don't get more fun stats, actually.
That's good.
What?
All right, which one are we
Oh.
starting with?
We
K-On?
started with K-On! Because that's the
Yeah,
first thing we
right.
watched.
Let me
Yeah.
throw a synopsis at you. I was checking to see if there's any names, and there is. Okay.
You can do
A
this.
fresh high school year always means much to come. And one of those things is joining a club. If you're in an actual school, I don't know, never mind. Being in a dilemma about which club to join, Yui, some last name, stumbles upon and applies for the light music club.
That's my favorite character. Yui some
Yui
last
some
name.
last name.
That's very Japanese.
Which
Some
she
last name, Chan.
mixed to be about playing simple instruments such as the castanets. What the fuck is a
Those
castanet?
are
And
those
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh.
Unable to play an instrument, she decides to visit to apologize and quit. But I mean, obviously she doesn't because she's still in it in episode 7.
Yes.
There's more of it, but
Interesting.
I'm not going to read it. That's the gist of it.
That was good enough.
Yeah.
Now I know what the beginning was really about. Yeah, Eugene has
Sounds
not
like-
moved.
Eugene, you
Oh,
look like this
no.
right now on your screen.
Someone needs to screenshot that. We need a new
You do
emote.
it.
I don't know how.
I got it.
We need the
Thank you.
Steven Eugene art emote. That's what we
Yes.
actually need.
The what?
The art that you made, you need to make it into an emote.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes. Yes.
All right, so this episode did start off very Christmassy and carry through Christmassy the whole time.
Yeah,
so I
unlike
think
the
it gets
other ones.
highest. Yeah, I think it's the highest Christmas score out of all the episodes.
Yeah, highest Christmas
10 out of 10.
content.
The
Yep,
highest
10 out of 10 on
Christmas score.
Christmas. Yep.
No, 10
There's
out of 10 out
Christmas
of 10
all
like
the way through.
candy canes or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
There
very
we
special-
go. Or sleigh
special
bells,
Christmas rating system.
Christmas
Yeah, better than
trees,
sleigh bells.
stars.
It does start with Christmassy music.
I do like
It
Christmas
does
scenes.
start with sleigh bells.
And then it also has teacher assaulting children.
Yeah,
Top
what
notch.
the fuck
Very
was that?
in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, I invited myself. By the way, you want to be
Okay,
embarrassed?
she got-
Here's
she
a
got
short,
dumped.
skimpy Santa outfit.
I'm gonna rip your clothes off. And
Literally,
wear
while
it.
some other kid opens the door.
Their pants are off. Yeah.
Yeah, help me! And then later, I can't get married. Like, what happened?
You know,
all in the season.
Eugene, you're back.
season?
I have a
Five,
lot
six,
of questions.
Seasons greetings, yes.
Seasons.
Seasons greetings. I don't even know, man. There are many questions and almost no answers. Welcome to anime.
I haven't watched K-On, but
should,
the
it's good.
episode was funny. Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff.
Did you spell my name wrong on purpose, Steven?
I put the R in, and then because of the way that my mic is currently on my keyboard, hitting the backspace is just such a pain. I was like, I'm not gonna bother.
Nice.
You green.
You green.
You
In
green.
the Christmas spirit.
In the Chris, yeah, it's green.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I'll have a you green
Oh, God.
Christmas.
How
Is that even-
lovely.
Is that even the right tune? What?
That's
Yes,
I'll have a
I'll
blue
have
Christmas
blue Christmas
without you, yeah.
you. Oh, you're thinking of I'm dreaming of
Yeah.
a you green Christmas.
That one didn't quite work.
You green Santa Claus here.
This is
Right
now
down
turning into
Santa-
caroling
Yes.
with you green.
You, caroling with you green.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a new series we got to
New
start.
series
There you go.
Patreon.
Welcome to our
Patreon.
yearly episode of
Yearly-
Caroling with
yearly-
You
this-
Green.
this is one episode a year.
Uh,
We
Christmas
replace
special.
random songs titles with you
That's
green.
right. I like
Doesn't
that.
even fit. So
I gotta change my Discord name to You Green
You
today.
Green.
For the rest of December, at least.
Yeah.
Anyways, good episode.
what were we
really
talking
funny.
about? Yes.
My
Chaos.
favorite part when they're in the school club room and they're all just talking about stuff, and I noticed they're
Is it
eating a
about
Swiss roll.
panties?
Looked really good.
That's
Yeah,
I don't
the
care about that
panties.
part.
Oh.
They were eating a Swiss roll. It looked
I
really,
have
looked like a really good Swiss
pictures.
roll.
No, the cake looked really good.
Yes, that's
Food
the
And
cake.
looks good.
sandwiches. On there's so much food this episode, and
I
I'm
feel
hungry.
for you right now, Steven.
What? What?
What is happening?
What?
a Swiss roll is a cake.
Oh.
Type of
Yeah,
cake.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I thought
it's
that
not
meant
like
a bun.
I meant the axe. You know,
like
the
rolls
cake.
or buns?
Yeah, you
I thought
guys
it
are
was a
talking about the
bun.
same thing.
No,
Oh.
no,
No,
when they're at
Doran's
the
talking about
house.
Doran's talking about the cake
strawberry
later on in
cake.
the house.
Mhm.
Those were sandwiches.
No, there was a strawberry
No,
cake.
there was a cake. There was
Oh,
a cake.
okay.
Because
It was
remember,
actual
remember
cake.
Yui,
Put a
Yui
cake,
put
Oh,
and then
yes,
she's like,
okay,
strawberries
okay,
in
put
the
the
okay.
cake. Yes.
strawberries
Steven
on.
was
But
talking
like-
about the club room.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I know, and I was saying the cake also looked really delicious because I'm hungry. So I was like,
I am
there
confused.
was so much food this episode. I'm
That's
boy.
that's
dying.
that's to be fair, that's 3 strawberry based like baking things because they had the
It's
sandwiches,
true.
the milk bread sandwiches, they had the
Mhm.
actual regular cake, and then they had the Swiss roll, which was very obviously a strawberry Swiss roll.
Mm.
Now here's a question: I wonder if that
Obviously.
was a cake based Swiss
Of
roll, or if it
course.
was a meringue based Swiss roll,
Oh, you're
We'll
asking the
never
real
know.
deep questions. That is
Yeah.
like a
vital to
roulade,
this
you know?
The
episode.
Christmas questions.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair, the roulad's a pretty
Ask
traditional
Santa's son.
Christmas
He may know.
dessert.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't
Ask-
talk about
ask
their we
Nicholas
didn't
the
talk about
Renegade?
their little feet.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, they're little
Aw,
tiny,
it
like
was so
And they're
spaghetti
babies.
legs.
It's like they're literally
they're
like
the
starfish.
little
Their
2
tiny hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like
I
that's
think
like
it's
the baby hand thing.
adorable. It's because they were babies.
You know, the little finger hand where you're just like,
Yeah.
"Hello, here to help you."
Honestly, it's kind of a common thing with like children in anime. It depends on the style, but if it's a
Why?
cuter style, they just got little nub feet and
Isn't
teeny
that what-
little hands.
I have a question. What is chibi?
Yes.
By the way, that popped into my head.
Oh,
Should I roll
You
the
know
song?
a word? Yeah, let's go.
I
let's
know
go.
a word.
Just out of the blue.
Get it
A
in there.
I
sporadic
know.
one?
I know the word chibi.
Basic anime news that literally everyone should know by now.
This is an unplanned skill
I
of learning.
recalled something.
So,
I have
um,
ascended.
I mean, all it really means is just, I mean, it's just a sort of art style, but like chibi itself, I believe, kind of just means like small small thing
Well,
or small animal.
Do you
or
know
small
how like
child,
when you
right?
want to cutify something, you make
Yeah.
it like smaller and rounder?
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
guess so.
That's
yeah,
essentially
like
what chibi is.
it's
Yeah.
basically what chibi style
Oh.
is.
Yeah, like you know how whenever you go to a grocery store, like to any store in the world, and like it's like, oh hey, here's a thing, but it's a smaller version of its normal thing. You're like, this is amazing, this is adorable, and I need it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I need to read you the Google definition of this.
Sure.
It says small person. In Japanese, chibi can refer to a small person with dwarfism, small animal, a runt, or with affection or annoyance, a small child, or pipsqueak, according to the online dictionary Jiso. Thanks to its connotations of smallness and cuteness, the word chibi is also used to describe certain types of anime characters. A
Huh.
small person with dwarfism.
Yeah, is the same as a child, apparently.
A child.
Or a
A
runt.
child.
Or a small animal runt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like in general, like the connotation of the word chibi generally means something like cute.
Yeah, cute, like big
cute, small and
head,
cute. Yes.
smaller, like chubbier, like limbs. You know, they're
Mhm.
usually like.
Like
So
have
You
you
know,
played-
you can
those
also
kids were
use
kinda
it.
chibi.
Mhm.
You can also use it to just straight up like call someone short.
Yeah.
Have you I was gonna say, Candace, have you played any of the Pokemon games?
Yes.
Have you played any of the newer ones, like on the DS?
The newer ones I
On the
guess
3DS
DS is, yeah.
or on the Switch?
Uh,
Or on the
Especially the
Switch.
newer ones on
I
the
actually
DS.
do have. Ow. I have a Pokemon for my DS. Thank you.
Which one? Which one?
Getting bit again. I don't know. I lost my train of
Anyways,
thought.
you know, a lot of the newer ones have kind of taken like a sort of chibi art style. So like the
Oh.
like that thing where they're kind of like really little.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's pretty typical.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. No, that's a different thing.
Yeah, we already talked
Okay,
about that
sorry.
before.
Speaking of gotcha, I
I
recently
don't
downloaded Fire
remember.
Emblem Heroes again. But
That's
another thing.
chibi style.
Chibi style. It's true. It is.
Oh,
Very
I-
classic thing in gotcha style games is actually to have chibi style animation in their like actual fighting stuff, but then have like the full artwork when you look at like the character themselves.
Oh.
That's another aside. But yeah, it's chibi, cute stuff, little things. Lots of people do like a lot of people do like chibi style fan arts, and artwork,
Mhm.
or draw things like either like characters who aren't normally chibi in a chibi art style. Sometimes the reverse, but it's not as common because usually things are done at regular art styles. But I don't know.
Sweet.
Jordan's like,
Some
Like-
series have like
Go ahead.
some series have like little spin-off series there where they're kind of like comedy
yeah,
sketches, and they'll do chibi styles for them.
yeah, that's a pretty classic thing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Or like at the end of an episode, they'll have like a little
GG
like
scrolls.
pull away. Yes, yeah. Except that doesn't. Well, sometimes it does. Yeah.
Some of them
Some
are
of them do,
normal
yeah.
size.
Yes. But yeah, that's about all there is to it. It's just stuff that's cute and small
Cute.
and round.
I just want to ask, why are you asking us? Did you see it somewhere? Where did you see it?
No, I was just wondering if the tiny little legs and
Is
like
it chibi thing?
Ah,
yeah,
Yeah.
because their head and stuff was still big.
That's
Or,
because
like
they're babies.
normal size.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah. I mean, like comparably though, like see how big the anime characters' heads are compared to their bodies. Children have like bigger heads compared to their bodies.
Yeah, and
So I
like
feel
legitimate
that one
human
fit with the
anatomy, kids
style.
do. Small like toddlers do have larger heads than the
Big
rest of
heads.
their
oh, I know. I
bodies.
Yeah.
saw a picture of Adam and told him he looked like Megamind.
I've never
Like a
seen a baby
blue.
before in my life, but I saw a picture of Adam. I know he had a big head.
You know those babies.
His
Said
dad
about my
heard
floor.
and started laughing, so he didn't disagree.
Must have been tough for his mom, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
oof.
Ugh. I hope we don't
All
have
right.
children.
Moving on.
All right. That was really good. Anything else to say about the good food episode?
This wasn't even the good. This is
I
one of
was
the
gonna
good
say
ones.
this
This is one-
wasn't like
They
Yeah.
always
food
have
one.
sweets and stuff. So
Yeah, that's a pretty classic K-On! thing. Sitting in the club room eating delicious foods. In fact,
Nice.
it's like literally one of the major.
That's why they
storylines,
gained
isn't it?
weight. I understand.
Yeah, why are
X
they so
kilos.
concerned? I didn't gain
Because they're
any
high
weight.
school girls, Candace.
Yeah.
They're
What do
high
you
school
mean?
I don't
girls.
think
Yeah.
I was concerned about that.
Yeah, because you have the
You're
best
sick.
metabolism in the world.
Okay,
You
I'm
never
it's-
have to be
You're
concerned
sick.
about it. Like, bruh.
I look at food and gain weight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Candace is like, I'm gonna eat this entire turkey and just like a bowl of margarine, and I'm fine.
I had oil the other day and ate an entire cucumber, like the large ones. Like, and then like I
Did
had
you
like
say you
3
had
cookies.
oil?
Oil,
Yeah,
you know,
Oil.
oil.
Ah.
oil. Yeah.
You of all people should be the first to get that.
I'm picking up what you're putting
I
down.
Steven
ate
partakes in
so
the
much.
chocolates.
Ooh, the
Milk
gummy.
chocolates. Milk chocolate.
Ah.
Oh, the raspberry chocolate.
They have
Mm.
raspberry ones?
Oh,
Yes, it's so
Jordan.
good.
I've only had caramel chocolate.
Wait, do you like the
What?
chocolates?
Yes,
How do you feel about mint chocolate?
I fucking love mint chocolate.
Baker Street mint chocolate. Look that one up next time.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just trust me.
Make a list.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I ate a
Twice Baker.
Checking
disgusting
it
amount.
twice.
I always end up eating too much
Modern
food.
problems require modern solutions. Yeah. So next show we watched was Jordan. You want to think of it?
The game one.
All right, so the game one. Perfect introduction. So
Yeah.
Sword Art Online, very niche small anime that
Yeah,
no
no
one's
one's
heard
heard of
of.
this
So
one,
I'll
yeah.
read you a synopsis.
Is that
In the year
sarcasm?
2022, not at all. Kirito, the main protagonist, a solo player who's had the luck of the draw to play the beta version of Sword Art Online, and many other players are trapped inside the game, unable to log out. The only way to live is to win. Death in the game means death in the real world. Tampering with or prolonged powers out. I know how to read. Prolonged power outer. I
You
don't know
can
how
do
to
this.
read.
You can do this.
So prolonged power outages to the
There you
nerve
go.
gear and the gear that stimulates in-game character control by reflecting brain cell signal, redirecting brain cell signals.
This is a
Also
lot
means
of
death.
science.
If it doesn't have power, you die. If you
Okay.
try to take the helmet off, you die. If you die in the game, you die. That's
die.
Okay, but
basically
power
what it
outage
says.
Imagine-
isn't really fair.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
gonna
it's
say, what
just
if,
no
what if,
control over
what if
that.
there's just a power outage in Japan and they're just like,
yeah.
well, I guess
I mean, there
everyone
was,
die.
remember, they were talking about how like 2 weeks in, a bunch of people just passed out and then died because there was no one who knew that they were like in their apartments with nerve gear on.
Oh,
Sucks to suck, I
Okay,
guess.
I'm
I
sorry,
don't
but
know.
why would
pretty
you
bad.
put on
Honestly,
a game
that seems like a pretty
has
big
nerve
bug for the
gear in
devs,
it?
you know.
That sounds
Well,
horrible.
because it sounded amazing. Like you get to
And it
play
was.
in the game, right? Like that looks so fun.
Yeah, but
no one
what if you're-
expected the creator to be a psycho who was going to trap them in the game and make them fight to the death, you know?
I think
Like-
the good thing about Sword Art Online is that in the future, if any of this kind of tech ever comes up, like there definitely won't just be like
It's gonna be
one
s-
dude who controls a. It'll be
And
like, there'll be like a
they'll make it,
consortium.
yeah,
There'll be like
they'll,
nuclear codes. Like there's like,
Mhm. And also there will probably be safety features, I would
yeah,
hope
like not
anyways.
being able to
Oh.
actually die.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That would
in
be
like in
ideal.
Sword Art, you didn't get to see it because we only watched one episode. But like, they made it an upgraded version later on because the series continues, and it's like just this part, so you can just take it off like immediately.
Oh.
The other one's a big helmet, so like if you're trying to
Oh.
take the helmet off, it like fucked you up. But the other one's like
That's
a little
great.
visor. Yeah.
Visor.
Anyways, this was the Christmas episode because me and
Yeah,
Eugene
happy,
decided we
jolly
wanted
Christmas
some
episode.
depression in this episode.
Yeah. I
Okay,
wanted
Candace, you don't
Christmas,
you
I
don't
got
get to say
death.
yeah. You were laughing the whole way through, and all of us were like,
But like, why would you just kill everybody on Christmas? Like, it's Christmas.
they didn't die on
Die.
Christmas. They didn't die on Christmas.
Christmassy. It was just the
Christmassy.
Christmas season.
No, they
No, it
died
wasn't.
earlier.
They died earlier.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
He had to kill Nicholas the Renegade on Christmas.
because it dropped a
December
rare
24th.
item
But
to
that's- The
revive
rare-
people.
I'm saying that the Christmas season was
No,
when
they
they
didn't.
died.
It was
didn't
it
they?
was like
Purismas.
summery, right?
it?
I guess we don't really know the different
Yeah, we
floors
don't
have
It
really
like
didn't
know
look
different
like there was
when.
snow on the ground. It was just all of a sudden the square was decorated. So I
The other-
assumed that it was all.
Yeah, so in Sword Art, there's different like layers, like literal levels, and they
Oh,
all
they got-
kind of have
yeah.
a different vibe.
Oh.
But they got to when they died. Wasn't the front line at like floor 28, and
I have
then
no idea.
on
That's
because
so
They
it was
said-
specific.
They
No, 'cause
said
they-
they did say we're halfway there. I just don't
yeah,
remember what number they said.
because when he goes and talks to Klein that first time when they're fighting those wolves, like
Mhm.
they're on floor 28. That's it. It gave the date and it said floor 28. Whereas when the Saint Nicholas the Nicholas the Renegade fight, that happens when they're on floor 49.
Oh, so
Mm.
it's been time.
So it's been
Yeah.
time because they you would get 21 floors and like
So
But
he
they
was
did-
depressive
Yeah.
spaghetti for a long
Oh.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was it that long because like
it was
are
in
you sure they
2023
weren't
when
on
they had
floor
the-
28 and then said because they said we're halfway to the front line. Were they on floor 28?
That's a question. Let me.
Yeah.
I can. Let's you guys keep talking, and I will.
Oh my
You'll
God.
search it up.
I'm gonna just look up quickly.
What floor did Sachi die on?
That's a great one,
R.I.P.
Vinny.
That's so mean.
Rest in peace, Sachi.
But yeah, that episode hits you with the feels. Very Christmassy, you know, killing Santa, getting depressing presents on Christmas.
Killing
cry.
Santa. Jolly old Saint Nicholas.
My cat is knocking
Won't
over
you die
presents
for
because she just
me?
went all through the tree.
I saw that. It's nice. So, what were your
All right,
thoughts on Sword Art? Never
sorry,
mind.
keep going. My bad. I'm still.
Okay.
It kind of looked cool, like the setting. I like that.
The first season, in my opinion, slaps.
Was that was in the first season, right?
That was in it. After
That was episode 3 of the first season.
yeah, it's right at the start. So.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
liked
really
it.
early
It
on.
wasn't bad.
Hmm.
My next favorite part of Sword Art is when Kirito is not involved.
Oh really? I
yeah.
haven't watched it, so
We
maybe
haven't
that's
caught
a-
all. Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I ended on I couldn't get through Gun Gale. I don't know, it wasn't
Yeah,
it
neither could
wasn't a
I.
vibe for me. Yeah.
I forced myself through it.
I wasn't
Got
huge
through
on
the
War Warriors.
Alicization, and then spoilers. There's like half a season where he's like out of
Mm.
commission, and it's probably the best part of
Nice.
Sword Art.
Honestly, I've heard other people say this too recently, which made me feel good because I know the light novels transitioned from like the first half of the first season to the to the fairy line or whatever. But I just wish they had spent a whole season on the first, like, on Sword Art, you know?
Ninecrad, yeah.
Because that part was so freaking good. Like the Sword Art part
Yeah.
of Sword Art was so good, and then they like broke it in half, and I was like, this feels random and fast. Okay. Like 2 years and 12 episodes. Could have
Yeah.
continued.
Yeah.
Anyways, now we're just raving on Sword Art. Christmas episode.
Did you find it, Steven?
So I found when they go to that. Oh yeah, it's a while.
Oh, how long?
Oh.
So let me find
Extreme
out the Christmas
depressing
day because
boy.
they go because it's December 24th, right? When he goes and fights Nicholas the Renegade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they all die on June 12th.
Oh.
We're talking like
IP.
6
Oh my,
months.
that
Wow.
poor
Like it's half
boy.
a year, real time.
I guess it makes
half a
sense
year.
that he like gained a bunch of levels too.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was like, well, he was 48 when he was with them, right?
He started at level 40 when he
Yeah,
joined the
but when
guild.
he was fighting with them and talking with them, it showed that his level had gone
He
up
had
to
gone up to
48.
48. Yes.
Yeah.
So what level were the rest of his guild if he was like
They're in the
around
20s.
20s. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that is, see, this is what I'm talking about. They skipped 6 months in one episode.
Yeah, they could.
I
think-
would
think
like
they
to
could
have
done.
seen a
They
6
could have
months
done a.
later.
They could have done a
'cause
lot more.
that was not obvious to me.
I think
Mhm.
they could have probably spent even more time with that guild because they really only
Yeah.
spent like
A part of an
Which is
episode.
one
but then
episode,
again, at the
yeah.
same time, it was really so
And then they
sad.
died.
Yeah, because they were gonna buy the house, and then he got the house
Mhm.
with the keys, and he's like, they died, and he's like, okay, and jumped off the bridge. I'm pretty sure
Bye.
with the keys.
Yeah, that's. I
Like
mean,
he didn't even
if I
give the
can't have
house
it, no one
to
else.
what's his name.
Well, because he was mad at him. He kept saying like, if you had told us your level, like you could have stopped this.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
it's
is
one of those
very
yeah.
rude. How can
It's-
you
it's
blame
bad.
him?
I know.
Unjust.
When what's it?
Well, to be
one
fair,
of them
though,
ran
it
up
was
and just
their own.
opened the treasure.
And
Like,
also,
that
I
was
mean,
not his
it was
fault.
their own fault for like being like, oh hey, like yeah, we can handle like it was theirs. It was
He
like,
was the one
what's
who
his
was
name's
like, yeah.
suggestion.
Yeah,
that, oh, we should
Kirito
go
was
up
like,
to-
no, wait, shouldn't we just
should
do
go
our
to our
usual
hunting
thing?
grounds, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
No,
like,
we're
yeah,
gonna go
fuck that.
almost
We
to the
want
front line.
money. Ha,
Yep.
money.
They were being a little greedy.
They
Mhm.
sure were, and they
Paid for
They
it.
paid the ultimate price.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
kind
not
of
on the
sad
nice
that she
list.
died from like a tiny scratch on her back, and she looks like,
All of them,
Actually, yeah.
all
then
of them
died.
got one hit. I'm like,
yeah.
Actually, no, the first guy, he got stabbed by like
True,
5
he
different
was-
guys.
10 different
He was
pickaxes.
That
It
is
was
so
brutal,
slow.
actually.
with the dickhead men.
What did you do, Steven?
Hmm?
Did you hurt yourself? It looked like you went, ah.
No, he's
No, I was just I
shopping.
picked this up and went to a drink,
Oh.
and then I realized that there's nothing left in here.
Oh, that's even worse,
I
honestly.
know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is something that I just thought of actually is that like this guild, this event that came up, like the Nicholas the Renegade.
Mhm.
hmm
I imagine like it's been years now. There's no way that he had this, like the creator had this many pre-planned, monsters in this game, like because these things are usually updated, patched as well, right? So this game is obviously being patched. if this game's being patched, there's got to be some way to track the guy and figure out where he
I
is.
mean,
So the guy's not in the game. He's just
His
no
Spoilers.
spoilers.
I'm probably not going to
Huh.
watch it. I just want to know.
Yeah.
he's kind of
Spoiler alert.
He's in the game.
Why would you put yourself into that situation? It's like,
Because
we're
he's
all
gonna
gonna
be
die.
Someone else. I mean, well,
'Cause
he's
he's
not gonna die.
insane.
He's the fucking
Yeah.
creator. He's got
He
cheat
also-
codes.
That is
His like consciousness also kind of shows up
Yeah.
later on too after he gets
Oh.
It's
through
Yeah.
through Nicholas with his weird eyeballs going different ways.
Nicholas.
oh yeah, actually his eyeballs. Man.
Did you not see his face? Like
I did.
That
It
was
was fun.
horrifying.
It was a good time.
That
Yeah.
is not Santa.
I look like
Yeah.
when I
You
wake
know,
up.
have you
In
seen
general,
Santa?
Depression.
Could be.
What?
True. Actually,
Depression.
Santa could
What?
look like that.
Where'd that come from?
Very
The
Christmas.
episode. The episode.
Yeah, that episode was pretty
Um,
sad.
Anything else you felt about this episode, Candace?
No feelings because she's
No.
laughing
No
through the
feelings.
whole
I was
thing.
not. I
She
was
doesn't-
not attached. I
She
was
doesn't-
like,
she
this
doesn't
is
care
so
about the
sad.
death
It was like,
of all
It's
these
so
innocents.
sad. It made me
it is the
remember
first
the
random
tragedy.
episode you're showing me. Why would I just
Yeah.
be
It
like,
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
oh
but
my
like, it's one
god?
of those-
You're
it's one
seeing
of-
people die who have
it's one of
hopes
those
and
things,
dreams.
yeah,
She
exactly,
opens
and,
up in
like-
that episode, and then you're like, "Ha, sucks, you died."
At least they're not real
bad. I didn't
people.
recall that.
Candace was making jokes, and I was there like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can't
Wait,
help
wasn't it during like
Ah.
the very sad message he got after?
Yes.
when-
she
when
was
she's like,
guacamole.
guacamole! I have guacamole!
Like, oh, I have guacamole. It's like, oh,
She's
if
like,
you're
"Sorry, I got
listening to this, I'm probably dead. Oh, crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, this guacamole is too spicy.
Yeah.
It's too spicy.
Yeah.
I was hungry and I got really excited. Okay.
Look, I mean, that's fine. You can get
Uh,
hungry,
She
but
was
like,
just sitting there crying, and you're like, "Good guac, nice."
tears falling down on the thing.
It was so good.
Uh,
She just
Thank
put
you,
her toy on the
goodbye.
shock mat and like had to try
Mm.
fish it out by going like this.
that's funny.
Idiot.
Yeah, good times.
All
Well,
right.
do we want to
Moving
have some
on.
Christmas questions now, or do we want to leave them to the end?
Christmas question. Oh yeah, let's do it now.
Christmas,
I guess.
yeah. All
What's
right,
the question?
all right. Here's a
Mm.
question.
Who's it for? All of us or
Best-
one person?
All of us.
Okay.
Mhm.
Best Christmas present you've
That is-
ever gotten.
Oh.
You want me to remember what I got in previous years?
It would stand out in your brain if it's the best ever.
No,
Yes.
it wouldn't.
It would.
The only thing I remember from being like below the age of 12 is choking on a carrot. Okay.
Well, let's, all right.
What?
All right. Question
Because it
for
was
Eugene and
chocolate.
Candace. Question for Eugene and Candace. Best Christmas present. Question for Jordan. What was it like choking on a carrot?
Did your life flash before your
Let's hear the
eyes?
story.
I was 5. Yes, it did. I remember it very vividly because it was traumatic, right? The only thing I remember. It was on when I lived like down the hill in that town we do not name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like
Down
the
the
first
hill.
the first house I remember living there. And the trampoline was to the left, and I was just walking up towards the
Oh,
stairs
no.
to go into the front door. And I
Flashback.
just took like a full-size carrot. I just took a bite out of it and swallowed. Like I didn't chew.
Why would you do?
Okay, well, this is your fault then.
Oh, I thought I chewed it, but I was
not a
like,
pill.
How do
Oh
you
my
forget?
God.
How do you forget?
No, like I thought I was like chewing, but I obviously didn't chew it up. I just like, and then I remember like choking,
Just
and no
slurping
one
back
was
that
no
carrot.
one was around. Okay, my parents were inside, so I was just dying. And I remember like felt like I was gonna die, and I coughed up the carrot, and it fell on the ground, and then I ate it.
I mean,
You
at
You
least
savage.
weren't-
Oh
no
my
waste,
God.
No waste, right?
Conquer
Oh
your fears.
my god.
The same thing when I
That's almost
choked on a
guilty.
jawbreaker.
I'll
I
chew
ate it
this
after. I was
time.
like, okay.
Oh my god.
I find choking a bit of a weird thing because like I can eat like giant huge bites of stuff, but then like
Yeah.
I'll go swallow like a tiny little pill, and I'm like,
It's so dumb.
Yeah, you can still feel it in your throat and you feel like
and
you're
I'm like,
dying.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
die.
Yep. Anyways, Christmas stories.
Yeah.
Christmas
I
presents.
feel like
Good
maybe
times.
I think we got a Wii for Christmas when they came
Ooh,
out.
that's a
And
good
that was
one.
like the
Nice.
shit.
It's a solid.
that's
it's a solid
probably-
gift.
I think that's one of
I'm
them.
struggling to think of something right now.
Oh,
Right? I'm like,
We
I
had,
probably got game
um,
systems, but I don't know if they were for Christmas, you know?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, we got a pizza oven from someone, like an external one.
That's
But my
nice.
parents were like, "We don't have space for this," so they did a gift return. And we haven't gotten a present from that person since.
Well, no shit.
Tragic.
Thank you. Here you go.
Bro, I
Goodbye.
would love it. Can you imagine a pizza?
Dude, I
oven?
wish they
I
could
would
do it.
make room for that.
Mm.
Yeah,
That is a sad
I
day.
would love a pizza oven.
Ooh,
Very sad day.
Sag.
Cry. Do you have any other Christmas questions
Yeah.
that Jordan
Yeah,
might be able
sure.
to
I
answer
can. Like,
without
I said,
choking and
that
eating
was
the
wildly. That was a
carrots you
wildly
choked on?
unsuccessful Christmas question.
You want a carrot for Christmas, Jordan?
Thanks.
Just
You
buy
gotta
you
put
a
a bow
carrot.
on it.
Yeah.
Jordan's just a horse.
a
He's
You
raw
need
just
to
a
carrot.
write
horse.
instructions.
give-
You must chew
Here you
How-
go.
before
You
giving
want a
it.
carrot? You want a carrot?
You know
Like-
what? Maybe I am traumatized from it still because I usually only eat mini carrots now. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
you
don't.
It's only
probably
baby
are.
carrots. Every time
Smaller
Jordan sees a
choking
full
hazard.
carrot, her subconscious just like
You would hate those
Cut it
jumbo
into
carrots I've
bite-sized
seen at the
chunks.
store.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
actually,
I've had those before. You just cut them.
the
Cut the
I
Chinese
really want
carrots.
one. I don't know why. I don't know what to do with it. I just want the
What
giant
Chinese
carrot.
carrots? What?
Eat
what
it?
The
kind?
really
chunk,
big
really
carrots.
big-
Oh, yeah.
What do you
I
use
think they're
them
called
for?
Nante carrots.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you
I
just
don't like them
chomp on
very
them? Or are
much.
they for soups
They're a
or
little.
what?
They're a little sweeter. I use them for soups.
See, I find them. I don't like them as much because they have more like of the
Core?
what's it called? The core, but there's a name for it. It's like it's the
The marrow.
yeah the marrow.
The
more,
marrow.
more of the carrot
Carrot
marrow.
marrow. They're like
Carrot
bones.
marrow.
They're crunchy.
Yeah, well, there's a word for it. I haven't taken plant biology.
I just
in a long
want
time.
to say Steven called them the Chinese carrots. They were developed in France.
Oh!
Look, I call them.
Oh!
Look, you wanna know why I call them Chinese carrots? Is because at every grocery store I've ever been to, they're in with like all of like the Asian.
It's
goods.
true. They are. Yeah.
That is true.
Usually.
So that's the reason why. Okay.
So
Let me
you
get them
assume they were
Chinese carrots.
He's
Chinese.
getting
Like,
flamed.
what? Like I go to the area where it's like, oh, here's all the Asian goods and one French carrot. Like, why is that the thing?
Honestly, I didn't hear anything wrong with what you said, but I'm also white and uncultured, so
A swine.
I never assumed that they were.
I saw Steven's soul die.
He's getting called out for being a racist Randy, so he's getting
Look, my name is not.
Steven, white and uncultured
not
Horianopoulos.
My name is not Randy.
All right, so moving on to our last episode, because Steven has not
We
thought
didn't
of
know
another
more. Yeah, I was gonna
Christmas
say, were there
question.
no more questions?
You'll get
Well,
a
I'm
chance
upset
after
now.
the synopsis. Okay.
What's your
so
favorite reindeer?
We also watched.
Favorite reindeer?
I don't know.
Probably
Blizzard, is that
Lord.
one of them? Comet?
Blizzard. Did you say Blizzard?
There
Blitzen.
Blizzard.
Dasher and
Blizzard.
Dancer, Prancer and Blitzen, Comet and
I don't know
Cupid.
the song.
an
I'm not gonna
Oreo
lie.
Blitzen.
Oh my lord.
My favorite.
Or
Yeah, I do love
Rudolph,
a good
seeing as
Oreo
one of
Blitzen.
the episodes.
Yeah, but that
was
one's too
called
mainstream.
Rudolph.
That's too mainstream. That's the only
Yeah,
one I
no,
knew, and I didn't want to
Jordan-
admit it was the only
Jordan's
one I
not
knew.
like Jordan's not like
I'm not
other
like other
girls. She
girls.
doesn't like Rudolph.
She's so different.
Okay, so
Oh, God,
I
yeah.
don't like a red
You gotta do the
noses
tuck
on my
behind the
ring.
ear. I'm not like other girls.
Laid Back Camp was the other episode we watched, which was full of Christmas. Oh wait, sorry, what was the fucking Oron? The Sword Art
Oron.
Online Christmas rating. How many candy canes?
Like
0 candy
two.
canes.
I'd say like 5.
One
Because
out
like
of 10.
There
the
was
episode was
Christmas.
it
There
wasn't
were-
It depends
quite,
what we're
half of
rating
it
it.
was almost.
It's
Nah,
Christmassy.
this is
Like
like the last
There was
week.
Christmas
it had
light.
its Christmas meted, but it was also depressing, and I was
Yeah,
very
but it
sad.
it brings in the Christmas spirit
Okay,
of loving your
but
friends
no.
and being sad when they die. Can't he can why did he kill himself? He can just go make other friends.
I said not
I got like
to
2 of those
rude.
words. For She's like up there in my microwave.
And she's doing her final, sag words. Yum, good guacamole.
Good soup.
I couldn't
good
help.
It's
Okay, let's do it.
I'm giving it a 2.
3. I can
No.
get behind a 3.
2.
Yeah.
No, there was
Because
like
there was Christmas
barely
lights. There
any. That's
there-
it.
the whole
and then he's listening
episode
to
was
this depressing
named-
message, and then there's creepy
She
freaking
sang
Santa
a
Claus.
Christmas
eyes
song
look
at the
me
end.
stupid.
I
She
think her
hummed it.
song
I was humming.
deserves.
I was
Yeah.
humming.
She hummed it. It
No
was
singing.
and
No singing.
So
Candace is very judgmental
Humming.
today.
I don't think you get a say in the vote because you were so disrespectful to dead people that episode.
I was
true.
not.
You were so bad.
Candace loses. Candace
Giving.
loses her. Candace
give you
loses
some
her
new
charter
friends,
rights
kid.
and freedoms because she
Doesn't matter.
disrespected the dead
How I
anime
deal with
characters.
death is making jokes. God.
It's very
Mhm.
morbid.
It's like
True, coping
coping.
mechanism. That's a classic
That's
coping
a very
mechanism.
classic coping
Yep.
mechanism.
Yeah, so don't hate. God.
It's an
Um,
unhealthy
Credibility's
pessimism.
back.
you were affected by their deaths. I'm not gonna lie. As you laughed, well, they all died.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the guys' helmets looked like penis heads.
Literally anything that
That's
is
what I was laughing at.
looks like a penis head.
To be
Candace.
fair, these ones actually really
They
did.
did. That's the first thing I thought of when like the thing went up and
Penis
there's
goes
people.
out at the bottom like that.
Okay,
Like,
it was
what?
shaped like that.
No. It was
With,
shaped
like,
like this,
two
and
They
then
didn't have
separate
the line at
areas.
at the bottom.
They
okay,
look
if
like
you're
dickheads. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. You need to insert a
Um,
clip to justify my point.
I can't do that
God damn it.
under the context. I mean, we're not
Put a
monetized.
not
I
safe
may as
for
well.
work tag on a
Yeah.
TikTok because there's a
They
goblin
look
hat
like
that looks
dickheads.
like
Okay, people, what episode was that? Go look at it, see if they look like dickheads.
It's
Because they
episode
totally do.
3, about
There you go.
12 minutes in.
There you
Anyways.
go.
well, you know the timestamp.
I
You
think
have
it
to
was
look
like,
for us earlier.
I think it was 12 minutes in. Let me double check.
Okay. So laid back camp.
Uh-huh.
Also
show.
did a great job at putting a lot of Christmas into this episode. Anyways,
Sarcasm?
synopsis.
I know
Well,
it's sarcasm now.
well, the perfect getaway for most girls her age might be
Girls?
a fancy vacation. Girls,
Group?
grills, vacation with their loved ones. Rin, Shima's ideal way of spending her days off is camping alone at the base of Mount Fuji. From pitching her tent to gathering firewood, she has always done everything by herself and has no plans of leaving her little solitary world. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Then some other chick shows up named Rin. I don't feel like reading the rest because it's too wordy. Shows up.
We've already
and,
read this before
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, we've read this before. You
she-
can
yep.
go watch the episode we watched Laid Back Camp.
That's so long ago. Anyways,
They can figure it out.
she gets lost. She's there. She's stuck there. She stays with her. Then she makes friends, and then they make a group of girls who go
Yes,
camping.
which it took me way too long to clue in that was the same show. Like
Yes.
literally almost
It's
as
been
the
a while.
credits
As it
were rolling,
ended.
I was like, oh, we watched this.
Yeah, hold
My
on
bad.
there, lady. Didn't we watch this show a little
My-
while ago?
So this
My
episode
bad.
started
You were
like
young.
Grandma.
we were getting towards the end of the episode, and then we're like, wait a second, did we watch the wrong episode and not notice? Because it was so chill and good vibes. And then
Yeah.
they're like, oh, by the way, we got Christmas outfits.
Yeah, Santa outfits
in the
and a
last 5
tree.
minutes.
I do
Yeah.
like that the teacher's is getting sloshed.
Yeah, it's
That's-
relatable,
yeah.
honestly.
Also, what were they calling
It's relatable.
ice cream?
Getting
Oh,
sloshed.
Frozen dairy?
Frozen dairy.
That
Let's go
was
get
just
frozen dairy.
That was the
Translation.
translation. That was
Yeah.
translation.
Okay, I was
Mm.
gonna say that is something else. I like that. I want frozen dairy.
Same.
Frozen Dairy Queen. FDQ.
Mhm.
Ah.
Honestly, the dog was the MVP of that episode for me.
Oh, so
Oh,
cute.
it's
So
Chick-fil-A.
Oh
Ugly.
yes,
Aw.
when he was in
Carried
the
the show.
blanket.
Yes.
Didn't they call him Captain?
At one
Captain?
point, when he
Because he
had
had
the little
pirate stuff
Yeah.
on.
pirate hat
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
That was the best. Love
I
that.
like
All the
their
hats
little
were so good.
clips. Yeah, I like the little clips when they like,
Yeah.
when they're like, oh,
Yeah.
what was it, Santa party? I don't know, and the blanket gang or something.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
The Santa Rangers, yeah.
Yes, the Santa Rangers, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
And we also need to talk about the food, the sukiyaki.
Oh,
so
so
good.
So good.
So
It's
good.
upsetting. It's almost upsetting how good the food looks.
Oh, food is my favorite part of Christmas, so I approve of this
Right? Oh my
episode.
god,
That's-
I
yeah,
had
that's like a
3
good point,
dinners
yes.
this year.
Yes.
3 days in a
Oh.
row. Oh, I can't wait.
You shouldn't.
I
Mm,
don't
and
have
you're
to
not
cook
gonna
for
gain a
so
pound.
long. You know what?
It's true. She's
You know
not,
what?
and I'm upset about it. 'Cause I am.
You never know. My day might come.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come
My
eventually, hopefully.
Let's comfort.
There will come a day
One day, you too.
when the courage of men fails.
One day you will be fat, and I
You
will
will
be proud.
understand.
Day is not that day.
Are you okay
Today
over
we
there,
fight.
Steven?
No, he's never
happening?
okay.
For Frodo. Episode 4,
What
by the
is
way. was
going
when we had Laid
on?
Back Camp.
Episode
Episode
the
4.
throwback.
Yeah, episode 4.
Uh,
That's
3 months
would've-
ago.
That would have been
2 months
together.
Yeah,
3 months, yeah.
something like that.
Wild.
Yeah.
Although we
Why
didn't even do weekly episodes at that time, I think.
No, it was kind of bi-weekly. So it would have
For
been, I
the
think it was
first-
mid
yeah, the
September.
first couple months.
Mid September.
Mm-hmm. Hello, whoever just walked through.
That was my brother.
Oh,
like I said,
hello,
I'm-
Steven's
Hi.
brother.
I'm home for Christmas.
in your mom's basement?
Christmas.
In my mom's base. Truly degen. The most
Yeah.
degen we've ever been in this whole
Hey man,
podcast.
you're still a university student.
Hi.
You want to say hi to the people?
Hello.
Fans, you're famous now.
Yeah, you're famous on our podcast. We get like 10 views a week.
Blur his face out.
Hey, hey, sex is better than anime is not commented in so long.
It
know
would
what
just
actually
yeah,
true.
You roasted them, and
Yeah.
then
Yes.
this
The whole point is
We lost
This is how
easier
we
to
treat
talk about
fans.
an anime show that you guys watch, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
What?
10 people a week. That's pretty good.
right?
You know, not bad, not
We're
bad.
famous.
Let's go. We basically got all the
Got
views.
roasted on my own podcast.
Gotta start somewhere.
Is that unusual?
It's not unusual, but not used to coming from my own microphone.
It's like
Actually,
you're
wait, no,
roasting
I do
yourself.
Technically, I do roast myself.
Yeah,
Mm,
too,
that's
though.
True.
Self-deprecating's a little different than someone just roasting the fuck out of you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like that. You can make fun of your own siblings, but when other people make fun of your siblings, it's like
But that
Oh,
was
by the
your
way,
sibling.
Bro head.
Steven,
yeah.
according to the analytics, we have 20 unique viewers.
Oh.
Let's go.
And not one of them. Can you get off the blinds? Oh, I'm sorry. Get
No.
down. Get down.
Tell
I
us to
have a
sit
menace
down,
in my
or-
house today.
All right. Any thoughts on this beside the food looked good and the dog
Actually,
was
I
cute?
just really like the food. It's just cute.
That was
Laid Back
kind
Camp
of the
is just
highlight,
cute.
honestly.
Laid
I
Back
loved
Camp is just a
how-
cute show.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I loved how they finished eating and then they added stuff to the broth to make it like tomatoey.
Yeah.
And it was just round two. Oh,
Yes, that makes me really want to do hot pot.
How did
again.
they eat that much
Same.
food though? That was that wasn't a
there's like
small
6 of them
pot.
or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
What?
Yeah,
You should have
You
seen
also,
us
like,
eating
you
hot
don't
pot.
really-
Yeah, the
you don't
three
really
of us.
I've
drink
never had hot pot.
We should
in,
all
that, in that style. We don't
go.
really drink the broth that much. Also,
Mm,
true.
Yeah.
True.
Don't biting me.
come have hot pot. Come up
Yeah.
here.
So,
Come visit us.
Maybe in the summer. I think
Mhm.
I should have time to.
The best time for hot pot.
Nice.
So if you're keeping up with
works.
our weekly podcast, we also did a non anime based, well, sort of kind of still, but a non anime based video game
Oh.
special video.
Video
Oh.
game special video?
Well, it
What?
was
Dude, we
not
did this
video
like 2
game.
days
It
ago.
was, it was
Oh, it
art.
wasn't a video game.
Technically
Oh,
art. not
Steven,
video
it
game,
hasn't been
but-
released yet. We don't even
Yes,
know when
and
we're
this
going to
isn't being released
editing it.
until
We don't know when it's
Well,
going
I don't know if it'll be done by then.
Yeah, bro, we
I
like
got Christmas week.
okay,
release slash
did-
will be
we
released.
did the Tricky Towers how long ago? And
Watch it.
we
Watch
never
it slash
I
look forward
still
to
want to
watching it.
play
TM.
Tricky
Okay, what is-
Okay.
Again,
Yes.
Fine.
I
We
need
should.
to
Yeah, we do
participate
need to
in
play
a
Tricky
We do
video.
need
Towers
to
all
play-
together.
other
If you want to support the
question.
podcast, please like, subscribe, and we could put up more videos with
Yes.
greater content that you might like.
What about them?
Candy canes.
What
How many
about them?
candy canes for this
10
episode?
candy canes.
Oh,
I'd give it like
I
a
was gonna say,
5,
like,
maybe a
I was
6.
gonna say like a
The
7.
sukiyaki look good, so
You know what?
Okay, that's
The
not
grandma's
Christmas
point
and
though.
Christmas
about
stuff.
sharing stuff with people you care about, that gives me like
The
7.
grandma's point?
yeah. I
Alright.
think legitimately 7.5 candy canes, because like if you put
It
this
was,
episode
like,
if you put this
Fourth,
If you put-
maybe a third of the
if you
episode was
put
Christmas.
if you put this episode into context of the entire show, because this is episode 11.
No,
of
we're doing
12
it
of the
based. We're
season.
doing it based on episodes,
Hold
not
up.
based on the whole show.
I'm breaking the rules.
Whole show.
Fight,
So
fight.
doesn't no. It's
We haven't
based.
had this much animosity since
Christmassy
whether
house
Apple's a
it
good
is,
guy or
since
bad guy conversation.
I just talked about it today with people, and I went on a rant about it again.
You should have
Oh,
called me. I
God.
would have backed you up on it.
No.
Watch
Hold up,
it,
I
so
got a
they were
guy.
like, you right? I was like, yeah, I am fucking right. Thank you.
But
Some
no, yeah. So
cultured
when
people.
you put this episode in the context of the whole season,
We're
And,
not
like,
doing that though.
well, I'm doing it, and like her
Mhm.
feelings of like being a solo camper and now being like a camper with all these
Mhm.
other people, and the grandma's point of like you have this meal on days that are important with people you care about, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's like, and she
So
goes out to
Sword
get the
Art had
gas
the
to get
same.
more.
Sword Art basically had the
Except
same.
everyone
message.
died.
It's just depressing. Yeah, it was like, wow, isn't it shitty that all your friends are dead and you don't get to spend it with them on Christmas?
I strongly disagree.
Okay, wait, what is happening?
Sora didn't have that sentiment whatsoever. You
I
are
mean-
imposing the sentiment from Laid Back Camp
Oh,
into Sword Art to argue with
Of course.
Steven.
Yeah, but no, I disagree with
This
the
is a
fact that
debate.
you're doing it based on the whole show. It's just how Christmassy was this episode. And it was
the
like
single episode.
it was like a 6 for
wasn't
me on
very
Christmas.
We're trying to
Day.
say that Christmas means more than just decorations, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I'm saying that
Yes.
2/3 of the episode had no Christmas in it. So giving it a 6 is high in my
But
opinion.
they got together because of
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
They're having
Yes.
a Christmas celebration.
Oh.
It doesn't need to have decorations and cakes and all this shit
Okay,
to be
well-
about
What
Christmas.
is wrong with decorations?
Well,
I love decorations. but
Christmas, so it was
still
about
means
Christmas. There was a Santa guy. I'm just saying the ratio of episode that was Christmas and
I'm
that
just saying
was
10
not.
out of 10 now. 10
10
out of 10.
No.
10.
Oh,
10 out of
Christmas.
10.
No.
Laid back
So
camp.
Christmas.
No.
Best
It got me
Christmas
in the holiday
anime
mood.
No,
in
the
the
thing is, if
history
the
I
of
love the
anime.
holidays.
part- if the
Christmas, laid
part
back camp.
that was Christmassy was a 10 out of 10, then I think it's fair to say a 6 out of 10 because there was a large portion that was a 0 out of 10. That's what I'm
But
saying.
that 0 out
They
of
kept
10.
just saying
I'm
in the
not
Christmas.
context
saying that
of
it
the
wasn't-
episode
I'm
is
not
still
saying
Christmas.
that the Christmas part was not Christmassy. It was. It was good vibes. But I'm saying most of the episode, not Christmassy
You
at
would
all.
not have known
And
that
I
it was
disagree.
a Christmas episode
Yeah,
We
until
but-
the
almost,
end.
we
The
thought
episode's
we
called
watched
Christmas
the
Camp.
wrong
But see, here's-
episode.
but
We
see-
thought
but see,
we
here's-
watched
but
the
see,
wrong
here's- no, but
episode.
see, here's the thing. In the like when you think about an episode that's a quote unquote Christmas episode,
Mhm.
right? It's not a filler episode because this is a 12 episode show.
Well,
Right?
I would
So you
say
can't
this
dedicate
episode,
an
this
entire
show.
episode just to Christmas.
No, I'd say that
So
this.
they put
Do your
Christmas
thoughts,
into the context of the show in the
Oh, we're getting
episode, and it
intense.
makes sense that the lead up is part of the overall show. They need to actually like drive it. You know, it needs to be driven. You can't just make a whole. It's not like Naruto where it's like, well, it's episode 5042, so we're just gonna make them
Not even close.
have Christmas together. You know, like you could have an episode of Naruto where they're just eating
Okay, but
packaged ramen for no reason, and you could
the
just call
whole
it.
episode was about Christmas, and it was still a good episode. The whole
But
episode
there
had
was
Christmas
no
to it.
Christmas deco until like the end.
Yeah, but the whole premise of the show was Christmas. They didn't mention
Except
Christmas.
for laid back
They
camp.
didn't-
Laid back camp.
they
The whole
didn't-
premise was Christmas. At the very beginning, they're like, "Oh, we're getting together to have Christmas."
I don't
Context that you reveal
all.
later on counts as context.
It's context. It's
No.
fine. Don't worry
Yes.
about it.
Okay, it's fine. I think it was a good Christmas episode, but I think most of it was not
10 out of 10
Christmassy.
candy
It was
cane.
not Christmas.
It was
It's
10 out of 10
Christmassy.
candy.
And
No.
10 out of 10.
No.
You guys are just
The
arguing.
Santa rushing doll
we're not
says
arguing for
that
the
it's
sake
10
of
out of 10
arguing.
Christmas.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
It's like at the end of Fena, she
Mhm.
disappears, and that is like the importance of that is based on the context of the series. If we just watch it, she disappears for nothing. She saves the world, great, but there's no importance to us. The
That's
context
still
is
one
revealed later.
episode.
In this Christmas episode, the
watching a
context is
Christmas
revealed later.
10 out of
It
10
still counts.
Christmas
It's
episode.
Christmassy. 10 out of 10.
No,
This is the
it's
greatest
not.
Christmas
I
show
disagree.
I've ever seen in the history of
Okay,
Christmas shows.
I wasn't even
Move
flamed
over.
about this episode.
Move over Charlie
and now
Brown's
I'm
Christmas.
So flamed for
Move
no
over Charlie Brown's
reason.
Christmas. Move over Jack Frost.
Eugene has been
Move
frozen
over
for me
Santa
forever.
Claus 1, 2, and 3.
Oh hell no!
Mm.
You start
Allen-
fights, buddy.
Tim Allen can go and die for all I care. Laid
Vanish!
back camp, Christmas
Vanish.
camp.
Steven is canceled. Steven is canceled. The Santa
Sus.
Claus is so good. I will fight you.
I just watched the first and second like a week ago.
I watched all 3 last week.
About a week
Oh,
ago.
very nice. I did not watch the third one. I didn't even know there was a third one. I'm sure I've seen it
I'm pretty
before,
sure
but I
there's
didn't
3.
remember.
Is there 3?
Well,
now I'm second guessing
second
myself.
one's-
I've
the
binge
second
watched
one's
3
with
Christmas
the-
movies in a row.
The second one's the one with the evil Santa doll
Yeah,
thing.
the toy.
Yes.
There's only 2. Oh my
Mhm.
god, what did I
No
watch?
idea. I have no idea.
I don't know. Jack Frost, maybe?
It's a good show.
This debate will rage on for eternity.
It will
The end of time.
Truly the
Never
most
end.
important. The most
Okay, my
important
cat's
debate in
climbing
the
my tree.
history of- And on that note,
In the
Hope you enjoyed
Christmas
this.
spirit.
hope you enjoyed this Christmas episode of 3D Jensen and Normie.
All good, happy
She got
vibes.
halfway up.
Eugene, you can finish
Sorry.
the rest of the outro. I forgot
Alright,
it's your
thank
job.
you for watching 3D Gens and Normie Christmas episode. And every episode is still a filler episode. Don't forget to like, comment,
Actually,
and
the Christmas
subscribe.
episode.
And
No meaning.
we got a video coming out sometime in the next couple weeks. We'll see. And hopefully tune in for that. And thank you again for watching.
What are we watching next week?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Are we doing
Some
it next
New Year's
week?
episode.
It's gonna be
We're finishing
Christmas.
Tact- We're finishing Tact next week, right?
Yeah, we're finishing TAC next week. 3 episodes left.
Yeah.
It'll be a banger.